Sul, vi now Frederge, The Sims. When last we left off, Danielle finally made friends with Keppel, and the reason why it was so difficult to do so is now apparent. Keppel has 4.0 star power, which means that he is a high-flying celebrity, as opposed to Danielle, who's more of a middling celebrity. That big difference in their positions on the ladder of fame in Studio Town meant that it was much more difficult for them to become friends. That said, now that Danielle is Keppel's friend, all of the normal interactions between Sims are available, which means that she can talk to him about his interests and everything else. This means that maintaining this friendship shouldn't be too difficult, and we really want to maintain this friendship, because it's going to guarantee at least one promotion and more than likely another promotion after that, provided of course that Danielle can gain the skills that she needs, and that is very likely, considering the fact that any skills that we don't have the items for, we can just buy the items for. I think we have items for every single skill in this household, but maybe we don't. I do think we do, however. But in time, we'll discover how far Keppel's friendship with Danielle can take Danielle, and then we'll need to make another family friend. And Danielle will have to be the one that does it, because she's the one with star power of her own. Meanwhile, on the other side of the road, the Smith family finally have a routine. It's a very hectic morning routine, and it involves them taking turns to use the toilet and the shower, but it's still a routine. It is currently 5:05 in the evening, and Dave has just come home, and Dog is going to go over and say hi. Yvette, meanwhile, is reading about mechanical, and Jim and Roger are both watching television. They're going to be doing other things soon enough, and I really need to buy something else for their room, because right now the only thing that they have is watching the television. I really would like to buy something else for them to do, but there really just isn't the room in this room for them to do so. Hopefully I'll be able to extend their bedroom over here a little bit, so they'll have more room to do things of their own. I may even buy them a computer at some point, when we have the money. The keyword is when we have the money. For now, all you'll be able to do is watch the television and read books. And do anything else that you choose to, like run around and play tag, and all sorts of other things. Dog is like, Dave is home! I must take the most long-winded route to reach him! And Dave will just stand here. Do not pet Spike, for Spike is an imposter dog. The mechanical is very slowly going up, and Jim has had enough of watching the television. We'll just keep these topped up. You're going to be going to bed within a few hours. Hello, how are you, Dog? I am fine, thanks for asking. And now that I have done this, I'm going to go and continue to do dog things. Dave has a fair bit of energy. He could do quite a lot today. But what will he do today? He could study some more cooking. He could have a look at what reagents he has for magic and see what spells he can cast. Let's do that right now. We have beeswax, honey, butter, wizard eyelashes, and a 4-leaf clover. We're going to look up spells and see if there's anything else that we can easily get, and maybe we might get Dave to go and try and get those ingredients, so that he can cast a spell. And Spike is distracting him. Do not be distracted, Dave. You must go and do things. And Roger has had enough of watching the television as well. Time for you, I think, to go and do things yourself. You could go and clean this up, for instance. Or you could go and water the plants. Watering the plants might actually be quite a good idea. As the gardener isn't going to ever come here ever again, we might as well make sure that you can keep everything as watered as possible. What do we have here? We don't have much here. We've already done that spell. We don't have any pixie dust. We don't have that item there, a rubber chicken, otherwise we'd be able to do that one. And we don't have any magic beans, otherwise we'd be able to do that one. And wizard's eyelashes, is that? Yep, they can also be used with clown confetti. So there are quite a few spells that we can potentially do. And that is not wizard's eyelashes, that is actually diamond dust. I believe I made that mistake before. We're definitely going to need you to watch some television, so I don't know why I turned that off. You're getting rather tired. Perhaps it's time for you to get some much-needed rest. Jim is not tired yet, however. He's going to go and clean everything up first. You're going to have to go to bed soon, though, because your energy is low and you're going to have to get up in about 6 hours. Do you know what? Now is a good time for you to get some sleep. The earlier you go to sleep, the sooner you can get up and make sure you're ready for your work day. Dave, meanwhile, is doing what Dave always does, catching up on his favourite show. I don't need to say what it is by now. It's pretty obvious what show that is. Hello, Aristotle. What are you doing here? Dog is going to make sure that you don't, we need to put some food there. Can you fill up that bowl? You cannot fill up that bowl, and you are not going to have a snack. Not at all. But unfortunately, because you started to reach for one, you have now made a snack appear out of thin air. You might as well eat it now. Now that it's here, we don't want it to clutter up everywhere and cause a mess. And that's enough Yeti Man for you. Time to water the plants, I think. We really need to get that done. You'll just quickly eat these, and then you'll drop that on the floor. You really should put that away. In fact, you are going to put that away before you go and get some sleep. There we go. What are you up to, Dave? You're watering absolutely everything, and your mood is outstanding. Which is good, because we need that mood to remain outstanding. If your energy goes too low, however, what are you doing going upstairs? Fifi, you are not allowed in this house. But you're still in the house. And you're thinking about dogs. I'm not surprised, because there's a dog watching you while you sleep. Fifi sees all. Fifi sees through time. Fifi is frozen as he stares through the dimensions at you. You're just waiting for an interaction, aren't you? And here is another dog. That was what was happening. Fifi was waiting for Share. Can you have this interaction somewhere else? Anywhere else? Apparently not. Dog, meanwhile, is like, nobody has managed to get my food. That is the important thing. You want to fill this up here, and then go get some sleep. The sooner you get some sleep, the sooner you'll be able to get up and greet the day. Everybody needs to get up really early in this household. And I think, yep, they're leaving. You've certainly left. Where is Fifi? The answer is, we may never know where Fifi is. Fifi exists beyond the corners of reality after all. Now that you've filled up that bowl, Dave, get some rest. You need it. We could start expanding the rooms here. Wouldn't actually cost that much to make this room a little bit bigger. But that said, it's money that we really don't want to spend right now, especially considering the fact that we'll then need to wallpaper the outside and the inside. Maybe after the next set of bills we'll do that, and then this room will be the second bathroom. Your energy is getting quite high right now. When we get to this time, you're going to get up, and you're going to serve some breakfast. There we go. We'll wait for that command to go through, and then afterwards, you'll do everything else you need to do. You'll use this, use that, have a bit of fun. A dog doesn't need anything. Dog has no wants, for dog has all. Except maybe a house made of gold. There is no house made of gold for dog. Yet. And then Dave started his epic quest to make a house out of solid gold. It didn't go very well. He got distracted by Yeti Man. Won't take you too long to make breakfast. And it won't be too long before everybody else is up as well. Jim and Roger are likely to get up when food is finished, and Dave, maybe. No guarantee that that will happen. No bills, always worth checking if there are bills or not. And time, fast forwards. Aha! Food is now ready. You're going to serve it over there. I've still no idea why you decide to do that. Actually, I think I do know why you decide to do that. It's a minor thing. Somebody said that Sims like putting food on the dishwasher rather than the trash compactor. So if we swap things around there, they'll be more likely to put it there. We'll just, we can't do that because it's currently being used. When you sit down, I think, that's why. Because you've gotten up, and you haven't gotten up yet. That's why we can't currently move that. That's okay, however, because, everybody's coming down in a staggered sort of order, which means it's more likely that there won't be a traffic jam for the one bathroom. There we go. Do we get rid of this command and this command so that we can move this? The answer is we do. And we'll order you to get a plate of food. You can get a plate of food in a little bit. You don't need to get up for a few hours yet. You're going to get up pretty soon. In about half an hour or so. And Jim did not shut the door. Jim, you should definitely shut the door. What if Fifi stares... Well, then again, Fifi can just stare through all solid matter, so that doesn't matter. There we go. Are you going to get up? You are not, but you're going to clip through the bed a little bit. Fair enough. And you are there. You are... We might as well get you up now. It's, late enough. Well, late enough means 2:45. 2:45 is... Oh, the phone is going. That is not bad, because you can go and answer that. You're going to just put that down and go and answer the phone very quickly. Hopefully it'll be... You don't even need to... You know, the phone's over there. There we go. We need to put a phone in Dave and Yvette's room, I think. I forgot about that. It won't cost us very much. There we are, 75. We'll put it there. Brilliant. Is this going to be money that will recoup this investment? The answer is... Wait a moment. Wrong number. Sorry. Well, it's not a terrible thing. Did you just pile up those plates so that you could ignore those plates? Yes, you did. You're going to take care of them. That is rather clever. You know what? I'm not going to have 2 piles of plates on the floor. I'm going to have just 1 plate on the floor, with another one on top. And it's time for you to get up. There we go. For now, you're going to... There's really nothing that you need to do right now. And dog is asleep, so you can't do anything there. You could turn on the television, I suppose. Might as well. You don't need to do any studying for anything, because your grades are exemplary. Maybe your granddad will give you more money for them at some point. We have no idea who this granddad is, by the way. The name of this grandfather shall forever remain a mystery. And you have just enough time to watch a tiny bit of television. Maybe I need to get you up a little bit earlier. Maybe at 12 o'clock rather than 12:30. Well, we've got most of your needs sorted out. And you're loving watching that. No surprise there. Good morning, Dave. How are you? Are you well? You'll be much better when you have food in your stomach. Go downstairs and eat heartily and well. You have about 30 minutes to watch some television. Good plan, because you've already gotten bored of television. You might as well... Oh, hang on. No, you're going to need to do that first, because your bladder is far, far lower. You're going to have to do something to distract yourself. I've no idea what that is, but you'll have to... Nope, you have to go and do that. You're going to quickly go out there, and you're going to... Well, because Jim went in there, that interrupted that action, so he's not actually gone to the toilet yet. You're going to... I know, you're going to go and kick the flamingo. What a good idea. You're going to have some fun. Well, not too much fun, because you're about to go to work. Right about now. There we go. We really need a second bathroom, as a matter of urgency, just so that we can make this whole routine a lot simpler. You're going to have an interaction with your father. Fair enough, that's not a bad thing. You're also going to need to use the bathroom at some point. You're just going to stand there and wait for him. You're just going to stand there and wait for him, and thus get in the way when he tries to stand up. That may not be the best idea you've ever had, Jim. We'll wait a little while longer. Dog is like, I'm up now. I want food. There is a little bit of food left in here. That is satisfactory. Marvelous. You're going to dispose... There are a lot of interactions here. A lot of interactions all queued up. And are we going to ruin all of this by having you do something else? I think we will. There we go. We'll do that and that. You're going to move out of this room. What are you going to do? You're going to fill up this bowl, of course. Excellent. Filling up the bowl is very important. And you're going to have to wait to use the toilet and the shower. Might as well have an interaction with dog. We'll actually do the wrestle command. I don't think we've ever done the wrestle command before. Both of you are in relatively good moods. I'm sure this will work just fine. Just going to just get rid of that interaction there. What are you going to do meanwhile? We'll keep the television on right now, just because someone will watch it eventually. Time to interact! Dave and Dog are such good friends. Really good friends, actually. Aren't you such a good dog? I am Dog. It is what I do. And that is that sorted. Now you two could talk amongst yourselves while Dave takes care of his bladder and hygiene. He really doesn't need to take care of fun at all. Are you going to move over there just so you can have a conversation on that angle rather than that angle? Yes, you did. They know each other rather well, which is good. They need to know each other a fair bit better, though. A fair bit better indeed. The school bus will arrive in about an hour. Dog is really excited about this. The school bus is coming! The school bus is coming! What's the school bus? I have no idea what that is. Well, it looks like a slightly larger car. Fifi can see through the school bus. Fifi can see through time. Do not stare into Fifi's eyes, for they are the madness of wisdom's madness. He's tried to bark a warning about Fifi, but nobody can understand him. But you try your best, don't you? You try your best. There are various things that can happen. You can play rock, paper, scissors. You know what? You're going to play rock, paper, scissors. I don't know how well that's going to go, but you're going to do it anyway. But more importantly, who will win? Jim or Roger? There is only one way to find out, and that is to stay tuned. Because I'm not going to move, so you have no option but to watch this thrilling confrontation that is about to happen. The battle of wits. Mind against mind. It is time for rock, paper, scissors. Interrupted by the carpool arriving. Who won? Nobody won. Nobody won again. Aha! It looks like Roger won. Well done, Roger. Time for them to go to school. And time for Dave to have some much-needed time where he can just relax. It's not going to be that long, however, because you're going to work soon as well. Might as well take care of this while we're at it. And give one last thing for the maid to do. They're both at school, your grade's A+, and yours are A-. Give it a few days, and yours will also be A+. And now, the house is quiet. Just like it was a long time ago, back when it was just you. And this room had pretty much everything you needed in it, apart from your bed, and the bathroom, which hasn't gotten any bigger since the beginning. Dave, what are you going to do with this time? You're just going to stand there and be mildly impressed with your surroundings, aren't you? Yes, yes you are. And you know what? That's okay. We hear Dog in the distance, and it is time for you to go to work. See you later, Dave. Have fun. You will never move beyond this point because I'm not going to have you make 6 family friends. That is just the way things are. And so, when we come back, folks, Dave will see if he can accumulate a few more magical ingredients. And Yvette will continue to go to work, and everything will continue as it is. Until more money! 100 simoleons. Marvellous! We could spend that money on something. I'm sure we can. Maybe we'll start building an extension to your bedroom. The 100 simoleons won't go that far, because it will build one piece of wall, but it's one piece of wall that we can now afford. So I'll catch you next time, folks, as when we come back, magical shenanigans will ensue. What do you think of that flamingo? That is a good question. The answer is... you're indifferent to the flamingo. And what magical shenanigans will ensue when Dave gets enough reagents? Who knows, eh? It is a mystery. So I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Dag dag.